relaxed and chill.
Al Bundy.
Yep.
Alright, who's gonna go first?
I don't know. Well, we gotta say something like an intro.
I'm Tony.
I'm Derek.
We're two dorks. And today we're gonna show off our glorious dork junk that we got at this year's FanExpo in Toronto and Waterloo
video game swap.
in Waterloo.
Yep.
Go figure.
So that works. So we'll start with FanExpo because it was a longer time ago, and you go ahead.
All right. Let's see here. I got Marvel cards. Not all of these because I put them in the binder already. The 1991 series. Here, these guys here. I really like these ones. I bought the original 1990 ones off eBay before thinking that they were these ones. So when I saw these ones at the FanExpo, I was super pumped for them because these ones were way. I don't know. I like these ones way better because they have the power rankings and useless info on them and I don't know,
Backstory and stuff.
Yeah, backstory and like things like, oh, did you know that Daredevil was blind and stupid shit like that. But yeah, I think I paid 20 or 25 bucks. The entire set, I don't recall how many they are, but
they're all numbered. What's the highest number?
oh yeah, right. 162, including the little checklist one.
There you go.
So yeah, just fun things to look at. They're in great shape.
It was sealed package too, right?
Yeah, it came in those
The plastic.
yeah, like a casket, plastic see-through thing, and then yeah, I just added it into my binder with all these other ones. I don't know, it's like really, I don't know, like I said, I really liked them as a kid. Another trip down memory lane, they got like fighting ones. I remember having this one and all that. I remember having that, like the fighting ones, they versus each other, and I don't know. Alright, that's that. And they're fun to look at. Cards. What else? Alright, now for comics, there I got Maximum Carnage, the entire series here in graphic novel form, halfway through it. I saw all the issues there. It's like $100 I think.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I paid $40 for this. I didn't really care about having each comic individual.
Yeah, we looked for that.
Yeah.
For either the full set or that for a while.
I didn't expect it to be that expensive, so I went with this
because the prices there were all over the place. Like one place is 140, another place is 90. Like
yeah,
it was all
definitely all over the place there. But I mean,
but then this was way better value, right?
I didn't want it for all the issues. You know, it's still out here. You still got the cover and the issue, and all the artwork's obviously the same, and it's just an easier format. And to be honest, I liked it better.
I see the back.
I liked it better with
it was just like a different date.
A one full book thing, and I like the cover of it because that's the same cover from the SNES game.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is awesome. It's so difficult, but I beat it. No codes. Also, on the graphic novels, I got Harley Quinn.
I've not seen it obviously, but
just a collection of Harley Quinn stories, including her first appearance in the comics. And do you know her first appearance was actually in the show?
Oh,
yeah,
like in the
animated series. Yeah,
oh.
Not the comics.
Huh.
She was a character from the animated series, and then made it into the comics. So yeah, there's a couple of good stories. I read through this one. That was good.
Cool. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, and this is a reprint of the first appearance of the Punisher in Spider-Man. This was on the list of books that I wanted to get, and we found it early on when we got in there. The original, not the reprint, but it was, I think the guy was asking like 2,000, I think it was. It was something like, I literally like froze. So like I had no idea it was that much money. Like I see it, and he brings it down for me to look at. I'm like, how much is it? He's like, 2,500.
250? Like
wow. Yeah. And just to hold something that was worth 200
$2,500.
Yeah, $2,500 in my hand. I'm like, oh wow. So then I just went around the corner and bought this for $25. I'm like,
Yeah.
again, it's I don't want to spend that much on just one book, but I kind of wanted, again, I just wanted to read the story and just to have it. So the reprint was good enough for me.
Back over there too.
And and then I got these. I don't remember what I paid for these, but it's I really like those crossovers, like the verses. So it's the Punisher and
Try not to reflect it into that one.
I can't
Yeah,
see.
there you go. You got it.
Punisher versus Wolverine, or Wolverine versus Punisher, however you want to say it. Again, I don't know what year. 1989. I think I got it in a pretty decent price. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't super expensive for both of them. Just a cool thing. I was Punisher and Wolverine are two of my favorites, so to have them together is really awesome. And my most expensive buy was Wolverine issue number 1, 1982. It was a good year. Penciled by Frank Miller.
And it looks like you're reading the back, but you're not.
No,
There's nothing
that's
there.
that's all Tony. Yeah, 1982, penciled by Frank Miller. For those of you who don't know, Frank Miller, very famous comic book penciler. Did the Dark Knight series. All the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight movies are based on the Frank Miller books. Sin City was Frank Miller. Is there anything else he did?
I have no idea. It sounds familiar, but it's not something I pay attention to.
Yeah. So this is the most I've ever paid for a comic. It's probably the oldest comic I own as well.
You said the year? Oh yeah, you said
1982. Good year. And yeah, it wasn't in the greatest shape, but again, I just wanted it so bad. It's just a little bit of a bend here, I noticed afterwards. But again, I went into take my money mode. Like, just go, yeah, I want it.
Yeah.
I paid
that was one you were looking for, though, too.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to come out.
On your list going there saying, I want this.
I wanted to spend not an arm and a leg, but I wanted to get something good, something expensive, and that would just build up in value, and it just made sense to get Wolverine, once again, one of my favorite characters. It's penciled by a famous artist now. It's first issue, first print. I think the guy was asking, 115 or 125 for it.
I can't remember.
Something like that, and then
chances are I have it all in my video. It's all recorded.
Yeah, it could be, and I ended up talking him down.
At least you didn't say, "Here's my money."
No, it was it was 115 because I asked if he would take 100, and then
that sounds familiar.
Yeah, because the fucker saw my money in the wallet and he's like, "Well, you gotta," because I think I had like 115 there. He's like, "Well, just how about 105 or 110 or something?"
I think 105 sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's like 105 and you can keep the 10. So I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But then later on in the day, I think I turned the corner and the same book was like $75. But
I think I remember seeing that.
Again,
who knows about condition?
Again, you don't know the condition, but I was, like I said, I was pleased to have it anyways.
And because it was the first one we saw after we'd been there for a
Yeah.
while.
That's
you
the
grabbed it
thing.
It was gone. Because you also missed another one. You were like, right, we went to one, then looked for a better deal and didn't find it. We went to go back and it was gone, right?
Probably. Yeah,
Can't
because
remember
that's the thing with these places. I mean,
Yeah.
you see it and you're like, oh, but I don't want to pay that much. You can't exactly tell the guy, like, all right, I'm going to be back in 15 minutes. I'm just going to walk around. Well, go fuck yourself. But yeah, so I grabbed it. I wanted it. I got it. I don't regret getting it. It's great. I read it once, sealed it, never to be read again. And that's it. Now it's hanging over there. Size-wise and fun-wise was this. Legend of Zelda Sword.
Oh, that you grabbed the shield.
Yeah. With the plaque to hang it on the wall. his shield.
The engraving there.
Yeah. I got this for $50 because a friend of mine was getting a sword himself, and yeah, hangs in like that. Like, the shield's not exactly the same size as you would expect to be with the sword, but
if you were going to buy the sword anyway, the shield is a good bonus to hang it on.
Yeah, like once again, I'm pleased with it.
It's better than just having these sticking out of the wall.
That's true, or just having it just like a Hanzo sword hanging on something. But a friend of mine was buying a sword, and this particular vendor was selling buy one sword to get another one 50% off. And then he said, hey, if any of your friends want one, I'll give them the deal. So we were still around. He pulls me over. He's like, you want a sword? I'm like, yeah, I kind of do want a sword. And because I've been thinking about getting one of these, or just some sort of other sword. But I saw this. There was a lot of kind of shitty looking ones though too.
Yeah.
When we first saw it, there was one that actually came in a sheath.
Yeah. The sheath for the actual sword.
And I was like,
that matched the sword handle.
Yeah,
color.
it was all right. But again, the only thing that stopped
the pattern wasn't quite as true to the game either on the other one.
Yeah, or
I don't think it had that, or it wasn't as detailed. I can't remember.
The Triforce engraving. But yeah, like again, it was $100, but with the discount, it was $50. Can't go wrong with that. It's hanging on my wall. I love it. Stab some motherfuckers with it. No, not really.
Don't break in.
That's it.
Alright.
That's my FanExpo pickups.
Alright. Mine is much less lengthy and much less interesting.
Yeah. Well, if you would have remembered your...
Yeah, I know, but we'll do that at the end. That's actually dirty, but... Okay, I picked up Primal Rage for SNES. Game I played as a kid, wanted to play again. You remember the gore, the animals, like the monsters. So I wanted to play it again. I paid $15 for it from Iceman Games out of Toronto. It's just, I don't come across it very much. I wouldn't normally pay $15 for an SNES game, but it's really hard to come by them at garage sales, especially something like that. Same with Clay Fighter, just the original Clay Fighter. I just don't come across it very much. So I paid $15 for that as well, also at Iceman Games. All three of these games that I'm going to show all came together from Iceman Games. I was mostly staying away from things because the prices were high for what I usually pay, but I figured, I think just before that I had sold a bunch of stuff, so I'm like, whatever, I'll treat myself and use some of the money I had got from other stuff for this. So, and then I've been looking for Katamari games. Mostly I was looking for Beautiful Katamari or Katamari Forever, but then I came across this and I happened to have a PSP I got at a garage sale, so I got me and my Katamari for $20, complete, manual, disc, all good, same place, saved the tax by buying 3 games. And that's all the games that I bought there. What's up?
We played both of those, right? We played Primal Rage and we played Clay Fighters?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Right.
Yeah, and then I played me and my Katamari with Sean, my son. He played it.
Mm-hmm.
He tried anyway. I did better than him, obviously. He's only 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
But he had fun playing with it. I think it's just the bright colors and the noises and stuff. And then also at FanExpo, I got my Boondock Saints, the original DVD signed. It was already signed by the director, Troy Duffy, because I had bought it on their website years and years ago. And it came signed. It also came with a signed poster, but that got destroyed in the mail. And then I got Rocco, David Del Rocco, the actor who played Rocco, who wasn't an actor before the movie started, but that's their story, to sign the DVD. And then I also back where we were after that rude interruption by my camera. So, as I said, I didn't get Norman Reedus' signature because he was too popular and expensive and busy and had a lineup so long they didn't even actually let people wait in line. They'd like have time frames. But I did get Sean Patrick Flannery's autograph and photo. And my Boondock Saints DVD is signed by 3 people now. So I wasn't planning on doing that originally. I brought it because I'm like, just in case, mostly Rocco, because I figured he wouldn't have a line. It's not very popular. But I've got 2 of them, plus the original signature for the director. Yeah, and now it's in a protective case.
Ups and downs.
Yeah. Alright.
That's
it for FanExpo.
That's it for FanExpo. On to the Waterloo game swap. First off, I just bought the zapper there. I wanted the original gray zapper because some people might just be familiar with the red one because they took the...
Alright. Take fucking
38,000. Well, at least it's under 9,000. Yeah, where was I?
38,000 over there. Anyway, yeah.
The gray
zapper.
original zapper.
Yeah.
Because it looked too much like a real gun. They had to change it to the orange ones. So I wanted the original one. Then I paid $15 for it. You took it apart, took the wires out at your place, and then I went to Michael's and bought the shadow box, and it just fits in there. Like, just fits in there.
Just doesn't fit, but fits.
Fits in there enough that it's nice and tight like Tiger. Then games. I got a Super Game Boy for $25, so I can play Pokemon Yellow.
Which you also bought there.
Which I also bought there for...
I think it was 30.
I think it was 30. That's a good price for Pokemon Yellow.
I've seen it for 25. That's the lowest I've ever seen it. And then you have to ever get it there.
I remember seeing it at other tables for way more. And
I think one guy had it for 45.
Yeah,
definitely.
I remember seeing that. So yeah, that's awesome. Still playing that. And then I got a couple of original Xbox One games. I was really looking for this. The Punisher.
I found that for you.
Yeah, fantastic game this is. This game is so fun.
How much it was? Was it 10 or 15?
15, I believe it was. I don't remember.
Because I was on Kijiji for 15 as well, but that guy didn't answer.
Great game. It's also 360 compatible. I had more fun with this than I did with the Phantom Pain for PS4 for a bit there. I was playing them back and forth, but this was a great game. If you like Punisher and shooters, awesome.
Is it backward compatible with 360?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, backward compatible with 360. Third-person shooter, interrogations, violent, awesome. Good stuff. And then I got 3 wrestling games for Xbox One. WWF Raw, WWF. There's 2 versions. There's WWE Raw as well. I managed to get the WWF Raw.
Branding in the game as well as the label, right?
In-game, the turnbuckles, the entrances. But that's the only thing they changed, as far as I know. I don't think.
But this is probably less common then, because if they had to.
Usually, I would think so.
Reissue it.
And characters should be all the same. WWE Raw 2 and WrestleMania 21. Do
you remember what you paid for each of them or not?
$5 at the same place. Yeah. I don't remember.
She had those bins. She was at the end.
Yeah.
She had those bins and she was rotating out the games every once in a while.
Yeah, that's a good tip because I think I just found this one. Freaked out, like, yes, found one. And unless I was blind.
But unlikely, because you said that other guy said the same thing.
Yeah, I did not see these 2. A few hours later, I walked past the same table and then I saw this one. I was like, what? And then I saw this one and I grabbed them too. And then I asked the lady, I'm like, did you put more out? Or am I just blind? She's like, no, I did put more out.
Yeah, she said they don't have enough room. There wasn't enough. They got lots of games and not enough room.
Yeah, so...
I can't remember what company or what place she was working for.
I don't know, but it was pretty, $5 each.
I don't remember where it was. But
and I got really lucky with that. So keep that in mind if you're ever at these things.
Yeah, we went around like at least 5 times each.
Well, more than that, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
It was almost embarrassing.
Well, I recorded the whole thing. That's true. Yeah.
Fuck, I get out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I played them about once or twice. Yeah, just nostalgia, really. Fun games, and half the roster, the guys are dead, but whatever. Yeah, that's all I got from there.
Alright, so mine, I got a group of games I bought all at one time from one guy. Kind of looking for these 2, but I was like, if I find them cheap, so WCW Revenge and Revenge and World Tour.
Classic.
$5 each, and then same guy in a deal. South Park Rally. I believe I paid $15 for it, so I think I paid $25 for all 3. I wouldn't normally pay that much, but I just kind of wanted to get this. It's pretty much worth $15, and then these 2 are worth $5. I just wanted to get it all at the same time. Felt like some wrestling games at the time. And then I got Beautiful Katamari for $360, and it was complete. Yeah, complete and in really good condition. That was $15, which is a good price for it. I've never seen it cheaper. I just recently sold another one cheaper. Yeah, Games Exchange, which I was kind of surprised, but I went into their store and their prices aren't that bad. But something like that, because it's uncommon, I would have expected to be more. And then Shaolin Monks. This was later in the day. I had seen it earlier, and I think he wanted 10 or... I can't remember.
8?
8 sounds familiar.
8 sounds weird, but it sounds familiar.
But why? Why did it... Anyway, but there was no manual. I pointed out there was no manual. He's like, yeah, 5. I can't remember which guy it was. I don't think it was... No, it wasn't that guy. It wasn't Bowser's fart sack. It was a different guy. And then Atari Anthology, $10, which is a good price for it. I can't even remember who I got it from. It's complete as well. I had it for PS2 and I wanted to get it for Xbox because I prefer Xbox as a system. First of all, you can rip the games to your drive and play them that way, or also 4 controller ports built in, so that's a benefit over PS2 in my opinion, not specifically for this game. But and then this was definitely from Chris, Bowser's Fart Sack. He had I think 15 written on it. It had quite a bit of wear here and here. It looked like there was even fingernail scratching. I think this is the type of plasticky material that gets soft when it warms up, so you can scratch it. So I took sandpaper to it and tried to fix it a little bit. It looks better, not great. I have the Super Nintendo version, the exact same thing. So we wanted to play Super Nintendo and Genesis ones both on the Retron and do some beat 'em ups. But then we got home and realized the joysticks got a twitchiness to it. You were walking sideways and it was like go stop, go stop, go stop, go stop. So I got to tear it apart, clean the contacts for the switches, and I bet that would fix it. I just haven't done it yet, even though it's been several months. I just haven't done it yet. But it's made by ASCIIware is the brand, which is supposed to be really good. And I have, like I said, the SNES one from my childhood, and it still works flawlessly. So, good quality stuff. I've always heard good things about ASCIIware. So, $10. It was 15 is what he was asking. And that's Chris Bowser's Fart Sack on YouTube. He doesn't make videos, but a lot of people talk to him because he sells with Creeplead and Canadian Retro. They all get tables together at most swaps and get a discount on tables. Yep. That was all I got there.
So that's it?
Yeah. Yep, that's all for these pickups. After
So far.
2 camera failures and
2 camera failures and
yeah.
months apart
Yeah, definitely.
of actually getting the
I
things.
still haven't finished editing the Waterloo swap video. My computer's off. My basement's a mess. It's eventually going to happen. It's on my server, so technically I could use my laptop for editing, but I don't think I'm going to because it'll be way too slow. It's a lot of footage. It's hours and hours and hours of footage, so I don't think I finished trimming it down enough yet. Yeah.
You might as well just be talking Japanese to me.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess that's it until next time. We got actually, while this is being filmed, we've got a game swap we're going to on the weekend in Cambridge.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for some more glorious dork junk that we will pick up.
Yeah, we may not do footage while we're there. I don't know. It depends on. It's a lot smaller of a swap, but I'd love to take the GoPros. It just matter of charging them up, clean off the memory cards, and get everything ready to take them. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. That's all we got. I'm Tony.
I'm Derek.
We're 2 dorks.
Bye.
Adios.